Jeez, that's what's up. Good shit. But Nvidia 318 up now to 14K. Yeesh, God, that's what's up. It's a longer trade versus machine. You need to be trader applied by right machine. We built AI that finds strategies, turn them into live auto trading alerts. Definitely look into this. Whoever that can look at stock chart, the small cap Russell was the first vehicle to take a dive to start manufacturing support on. It's literally it. All it took was. Alright, you guys. So, look at the big picture with the market, how it ended. So let's take a look at the overall. Let me take this indicator off. Let's start off with S&P 500. Start with the monthly. Look where we are. I was telling you how the market was anticipating a move on up. Look how much we dropped and where it was hanging this last week. All this was telling you the move on up since the bottom. You gotta understand that these 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 people in office, government, they all work together somehow. This data that is being moved around and placed on particular days at a particular hour, it's all set for a fucking reason. They don't just throw dates and data and here and there. They place it at a certain time. Um, you gotta you gotta know that there's hedge funds, all these rich fucks that have all these AI trading machines that have sophisticated tools to read the market, and they rub elbows with each other, just like these bankers and all these politicians meet up in all these World Economic Forums or on all these events that they meet each other. They rub elbows with each other. They talk with each other. So that's why I like being ahead of the market, seeing what's next, what data's coming out next week, what big news could trigger a sell or a push on up. What is the word on the streets? What are they? And by that I mean what are they? And when you listen to the word on the streets, you then start to listen. All right, what are they? How are they bullshitting? How are they bullshitting? So let me go ask. Let me see what people are saying about the market. We went from like panic, fear, recession, falling for 3 weeks. Is this the bottom? All that shit to now flourishing, being at an all-time high. Yet Bitcoin, Ethereum are, they look weak, and that's what they want you to think. That's what because they know this is all you see. This is all you pay attention to. You pay attention to this, what date is at, and where the price is at, and how this candle looks. They, on the contrary, they look for more than that. They look, so they understand how to play you. If I was watching this, you gotta think of it. If you were the government and you're watching this, and you watch the videos that they watch, you don't think these governments, these big corporations, know how you fuck? You gotta when you want to sell a product, you're selling it to a specific audience, right? And you gotta know what they like. You gotta know their feedback. Same with us traders. They watch us. They watch our videos. They watch our the course. They get in our courses. They know how we think. So if you were a hedge fund and you were able to have shit ton of money to move the market, have you ever noticed how? See, look, when you look at the market this way through this shit right here, you don't really quite understand where it stopped, where the other one stopped. See, look, for example, right here, you can't see where the last candle stopped. You just know that at some point a month closed here, and the next month it continued going up. So from that to this, so you're watching this shit on the phone, and you're looking at your stock. It says minus whatever, whatnot, and you just see a line go down. It went down below some other high point, and you began selling because you panic. Whereas like people that can understand these graphs, these candles right here, can understand where the market is gonna stop, depending also what time it is, what data it is, what data is coming out tomorrow, how it's gonna react towards that data towards the nighttime, all this shit or whatnot. Whereas like you, the regular investor, the regular retail that just you know sees a influencer or some YouTuber talking about Nvidia is gonna be the next so and so or Palantir or whatnot, and you go and you buy it because it's green or the your line went up. Um, but anyway, so I'm gonna point out a lot of things right here. How the market's telling you they're ready to blast off, even from crypto, from Coinbase, from Bitmine. Um, all right, so anyways, boom, baby, panic, selling. Ah, the market's crashing, recession, recession. This is it. Psych, psych. We're all good, you guys. You see how the market fucking plays you? What took fucking a whole month, more than a month, what took more than a month to happen, got recovered in 1 week. 1 week. Pew. We're good, you guys. That's what I love the market. How they fucking play you with these tweets, with these bullshit ass. Anyways, all right. Don't want to get too much into it. So once I saw the market recover right here, the S&P, and it started recovering, and it went right below this daily 50 Fibonacci, and just how the candles were looking and everything, you could tell that this was your 50% of this whole drop right here. So the fact that on November 24th, we were right there by the daily 50, I was like, oh, yo, we're about to blast the fuck up. Option calls, day traders, fucking long time holders, start loading up on your fucking stocks and crypto. And there you have it, folks. All right, so now we also had a three candle box forming that I mentioned on my videos. These are the three candle boxes. This is where the banks and whatnot start making their moves, and big movers, it may start, and that's when you get fucked up because they broke over here and they broke over here, but in reality went down. It's all about timing and data. Timing and data. Timing and data. Not where certain candle closed, and if it did a hammer, if it did a so and so whatnot. And also my lines and boxes helped me a lot. My lines and boxes and my Fibonacci's. So Fibonacci plus my lines and boxes and trend lines and a couple of indicators. But that's all I fucking need really to catch these fucking boxes. Cause see, people normally try to go on a trade or whatever whatnot on any little move that the market has. Whether it be right here, but then it goes back down. So you can't really tell where it's gonna break, where it's gonna stop. Should I buy? Should I sell? But when you have these three candle boxes forming, it's so fucking easy to go in on a trade or whatnot. Especially when you know what data is coming out and how to react to it. Anyways, enough of that shit. So yeah, I mentioned this in my videos. If you go watch my videos, my last 5, 6 videos that I made, I talked about how the market was gonna react to this shit. I talk about it. That's why I like making these videos, because I don't get to just hop on here again and just say, oh yeah, I knew the market was gonna do that, but I just didn't post the video. Because no, I hop on and I tell what the market is gonna do, so I can come back here and fucking brag about it. That's pretty much it. Anyways, you guys. And then now, how the market closed this whole fucking week. You had Wednesday coming up, and I told the homie, look, on Friday, they're either gonna tweet something early in the morning, and it's gonna make the market go up even higher. And the market going even higher on a Friday in the last week of the fucking month is telling you that this next week is gonna be fucking crazy. You have the whole December dollar squeeze bullshit that they're gonna print more dollars. You got the interest rates coming. You got the percentage of interest rate to the fucking 85, 90% now. You got silver create a new all-time high. I said silver was gonna create a new all-time high yesterday or by mid Wednesday. You got gold getting ready to blast off. Once silver keeps pushing even fucking higher, then you're gonna see gold go to its all-time high. It's gonna retrace down a little bit. Silver and gold are telling you that the market's about to fucking blast off as is rate cuts coming. Anyways, so if you go to your monthly, and right there, you guys, Wednesday's gonna come. As long as we keep getting fucking bad data, that bad data is good for us. Why? Because investors, hedge funds, articles are keep saying it. The market, even though we had bad news, so and so, whatnot, the market takes it as, oh, we got bad news. So the Fed is definitely going to cut interest rate now. And as the rumors go out, and as you start then visually seeing on Twitter how certain Fed member or certain so what said that the interest rate or the possibilities of the rate cuts have gone up because so and so. You start seeing that the market starts pumping up, and that's the rumor, that's the word. So every time you see bad news now, it's like you take it as in fuck yeah, interest rate, instead of getting all worried, instead of getting into recessions. And it'll just uh, even if you notice we get bad news, the market shakes it off and looks at it as a good thing because more pressure on the Fed to cut interest rates. That's all the market's been doing. That's what you think we've been actually getting good fucking news, good economy news, and that's why the S&P has been flying on up. No, it's been flying on up because we've been getting bad news, and we're coming to the end of the year, and we have one more Fed decision. So all that, and the Fed keeps saying, if we keep getting bad news, it's gonna push us on more to cut interest rates. But if we see that the market is doing well and no bad labor market numbers are coming, then we're not gonna step in. But if we keep seeing bad, worse numbers, horrible numbers, we really gotta step in because we don't want recessions. So that's why the market goes up, because they know that labor market keeps getting down, keep being bad. So that pushes the Fed to cut interest rates. But at the same time, that's worrying right there because they don't want to be too late with this shit. All right, I don't want to talk more about that shit because I think I made myself clear with that. Um, and then, because look, this week is jam packed, you guys. We got a whole bunch of old data from September and October and whatnot coming out. So it's going to be jammed the fuck up. Sorry for cussing. I'm trying not to cuss, you guys. All right, now it's for Bitcoin. I'm going to show you how Bitcoin's telling you, hey, we're getting to blast off pretty soon. So here, Bitcoin created three candle bucks, a three monthly Bitcoin time and date. All right. So Bitcoin smashed through this thick. Look at this as a thick barrier or floor. The floor goes from right here and right here, and you gotta dig through all this shit to finally break through it. The fact that Bitcoin tried to and it's now recuperating at the end of the month and it's more than halfway above it. Oh wait, stupid brown one. Then we'll put another one here. Go down low. So you see how we created, there's a monthly right here. So right here in April, we created a support, we created a bottom. So that acts like a support. The fact that then we see in the daily how Bitcoin went to that exact same area, and this is your signal that hey, buyers are buying it, is supporting this support that we created back in fucking April. So it's a good buying area right here. That's all it is. And then now look, that barrier went from here to here. You're coming at the end of the month. We're gonna close right there. Over the weekend, you should see Bitcoin maintaining inside this three candle box right here. It's a daily, so there's a three candle box. So by tomorrow, you should see Bitcoin sustain here and start going up. Now, if we see a little falling down, that's okay. We should fall somewhere down here in the 89s, 89,049 ish, and then start bouncing from there and going up and sustaining this bullishness. Now, if Bitcoin breaks at 89 and stays there, let's say whole all Saturday, then that's telling me that, and then Saturday it just stays there and just keeps getting lower. Then that's telling me that something happened over the weekend, and S&P is gonna open a little bit lower. But if Ethereum and Bitcoin sustain this rally pressure or whatnot, and right here at 89 we just go up and we just bullshit in this upper region, and coming towards Sunday we start rallying, getting more happy. That's gonna be so by Sunday we should see Bitcoin at 83,057. We should see in this area right here. And that is gonna tell me that the market is still on where it left on Friday. Still happy, it's waiting for that news, it's waiting for that whatever's happening on the 1st of December. It's waiting, it's anticipating the rate cuts. That's all it's doing, you guys. Same with Ethereum and Bitcoin. See, they both mimic each other. So as long as we keep on this strong area right here, same with Ethereum. As long as we maintain above 2,974 ish, and we bounce on up as we get to Saturday and then Sunday, and blah 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 blah, we're good. But if Saturday we fucking go down, we stay there, and Saturday going to Sunday we just start going down to 2,000, let's say 915, then that's telling me that the S&P 500 is gonna open a little bit lower and is worried something happened or whatnot. But if Ethereum bounces back again and stays in this region, and on Saturday, Sunday just stays active like that, then that's telling me that the market is still on track, happy, waiting for interest rate cuts, all that fucking bullshit. What I am worried about, and this is what's signaling right here for Ethereum, that we're either gonna dump or start flying right here. Because look at where it's at in between. If you go to your daily, look where the weekly and the monthly 50 Fibonacci are at. You got the weekly, here's the weekly 50 Fibonacci right here, and you got your monthly 50 Fibonacci right here. So it's a fucking hooray or holy fuck, we just broke through the monthly 50 Fibonacci and closed it there. The fact that we're closing the month above that is good, and it's more bullish. The fact that it's closer more to that weekly. If Sunday we start coming on down, like I said, and we go to the 2,900, then the market is scared, and we could be dropping next fucking week. This is what Ethereum's telling me. The fact that it's in between the monthly and the weekly 50 Fibonacci. That's all fucking I gotta see to tell me, okay, either we're about to fucking skyrocket, or we're gonna have a rocky 2 weeks before the Fed. And I wouldn't be surprised if a week before or 3 or 4 days before, if we do bottom from right here, let's say we get scared, some whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if a week before, a couple of days before the Fed, the market starts recovering again, and you see Ethereum and Bitcoin and S&P and gold go back to you'll see Ethereum silver back to its all time high. You'll see gold recover again. You'll see but I'm getting too much ahead of myself. But this is how my fucking brain works and put all these fucking shit together. The other thing that's telling me bullishness is Bitmine for Ethereum. Why? Because Bitmine, Tom Lee, who used to be the financial advisor for JP Morgan back in 2018, that advised him to buy Bitcoin, went into the stock Bitmine and put $200 million worth of Ethereum as treasury, just like MicroStrategy. So just like MicroStrategy moves like Bitcoin, this one moves like Ethereum. That's why you're seeing the recovery right now. Let me take my indicator off. That's why you're seeing this recovery right now. And the thing about this stock is, once Tom Lee came in, it went from $8 to 161, and it's because of that. And notice a pattern, same as Ethereum and crypto. Now that it's recovering, you see it recover, and look where it's at. It's right there by the support where it was before consolidating. So the fact that it's hitting that support, which is now acting resistance, and we're coming to that point of interest rate, we're coming to all that shit. That's why this is telling me, hey, Ethereum is gonna be fucking recovering and blasting off, and we're gonna go back into the we're gonna go flying. We're gonna go back into this region. So I did a call for Bitmine till the end of the beginning of January or February 2026, because I feel like this is the bottom from crypto, and we're gonna start recovering from here. And even Bitmine is telling you that, showing you that. Also, Coinbase. Coinbase. If you see where all the Fibonacci's are at, also it's been on a weekly trend line. So Coinbase has been rallying. So it's down here weekly. You stretch it out, connection right here, and you stretch it out. And it's right here. We respected this, we respected the trend line, and up we go. We got the 50 weekly Fibonacci. 50. Oh shit, can't see it. 50 weekly Fibonacci right here. And you got Coinbase coming up to it. And you got this week closing right here. And a month closing right here. So all this telling me, hey, we're coming. This is telling me this is the bottom from right here. And even my indicator is gonna show, yeah. Even my indicator is gonna show me, hey, buddy, this is your bottom. This is your bottom, buddy. Watch as I get closer to it. And even see, yeah, it's about to break that resistance. Once we get that fucking Ethereum push and Bitcoin, you're gonna see Coinbase pass this resistance right here, this 8-hour daily, which is a 12-hour candle daily resistance. You have a 12-hour 50 Fibonacci right there. All this shit together is telling you, hey, buddy, we're about to fucking fly. So damn right, I fucking did a call option on fucking Coinbase till the end of the year. So, anyways, you guys, I want to go. Oh, gold and silver. Gold and fucking silver. This is gold. Compare gold to how silver moved. All right, made a new all-time high. I told the homie, what you're gonna see is once you start seeing, it's like Ethereum, Bitcoin. Once you start seeing silver pushing up even higher, get to maybe the 60s or 59ish, you're then gonna see gold to the all-time high. You're gonna start seeing it go to 4,266. And then once fucking silver hits fucking 60 or each one on, you're really gonna fucking start seeing fucking gold fly and shit. It's like Bitcoin and Ethereum. One has to go, silver's lighter, so it moves fucking faster, easier, and gold, it takes a lot. But silver gives you the first signal where gold is gonna go. Just like Ethereum tells you where Bitcoin's gonna start heading. I don't want to get too involved and whatnot, but I'm fucking excited for this week, you guys. Anyways, all right. Boban, what's up, man? Hello, Harris. I'll Tank, what's up, man? What are you streaming about? Streaming about? Streaming about? Oh, I'm talking about how crypto, along with silver and gold, and the S&P is telling you how they're getting ready to skyrocket to blast off. I do option calls and puts, but pretty much calls or yeah, pretty much anything to do with options. Uh, and again, my baby at the S&P 500. My strategy is called a three candle box strategy. If you go on my last 5 videos, I break down how this strategy works of mine. It's not no long term. It's a short term. It's at the moment. It's right now when it happens. It's when the market is open that I can catch these nice long fucking call option moves. And you see how I tie them up, how I put everything together based on geopolitical events, data that's coming that week, any tweets. I put a whole bunch of things together and let you know where the market's gonna go and how the market's gonna react. Especially when there's data coming out the next day, I tell you how the S&P 500 is gonna react through the night and through the whole morning. And as you start seeing, you'll be like, damn, this guy's fucking pretty accurate on his analysis. Uh, yeah, appreciate it, Harris. But yeah, you guys, I'll come back probably Sunday to update you on the market and where everything's at, or probably Saturday sometime at nighttime just to update you guys on where crypto's at. This is Brian Seacrest signing out.